So it is not possible to resolve your problems, our problems, at the mind level. Because the mind is limited, meaning thoughts. They always refer to the past. But we are never in the past. We never experienced the past, so thoughts always referring to the past or the future. Thoughts and feelings are a sort of movement, an activity. And the activity which inspires the peace is an activity which is inspired by the peace. And when we are still, attentive to the habitual tendency to judge, to compare, to avoid, within this attention, which is not seeking anything, but simply shining the light of attention onto the body, onto the mind. And there is no judgment in attention. Attention that is turned inward, so to speak, inwardly. Discovering without any a priori, without any past knowledge or past narrative. Because the past narrative is corrupt. a storyline which imagines that I exist in time and space. But in this very moment, what am I? Am I the past, the future? Yes, there are perceptions and sensations and thoughts, like the song of the birds, or the gentle breeze, or the sound of traffic. The sensation of your feet on the ground. But what am I truly? What is it that perceives, that is right now? What defines awareness? Does it not define itself? I am. I know that I am. The sound of the plane. Complete intimacy of what? Hearing, being, breathing. Are there any words that can truly describe the fullness, the reality of our experience? The peace, the joy. There is delight in just being, so delightful. It's, it's its own fulfillment. Sometimes we notice some nagging thoughts that keep appearing. They always refer to the past, don't they? thoughts that refer to me as somebody, me, this person, and him or her. Why did she do this to me? How come this is happening to me? I don't deserve to be treated this way. What is this I that thought refers to? Me in the past. What is it? Is it really you? Do you need to be this person of the past and the future? Do you need to carry on that burden of me in the past and him and her, the old hurts? Are you the 12-year-old body, the 20-year-old body, the 24-year-old body that was hurt or wounded? What is it that's hurt or wounded? Is that something we carry on with us? What for? Of what good is it? We can be free of that, can't we? This identification with past hurts and past wounds and past successes and failures. They're unnecessary baggage, aren't they? So that we can meet the present moment freshly, unencumbered with the past stories and past sense of me. So we can step into the light in this moment, the light of being, the light of awareness. To be open, spacious, not knowing, and yet here we are, full presence. not as a bundle of beliefs and opinions and regrets and sorrows. Without an image of myself or of the other. To see and to perceive and to sense and to understand. There is no separation. There's no separate me and separate you. We are this one breath, the divine breath being breathed through us. We recognize ourselves to be this formless presence. Bodies come and go, thoughts come and go, perceptions, worlds, universes come and go. I realize that I which is not any particular form, I, the reality that perceives right now, neither comes nor goes. Isn't that so? To relax your body mind, the contractions within your shoulder, your arm, your chest. Notice contractions in your face, maybe in your eyes. To notice and allow it to gently free itself, to be free, to join your freedom. There's no need to hold on, no need to have any particular position. We can explore that internally within our own space, within our own realm. So that there's clarity within the body, within the mind, about the formless, borderless reality of ourself. So that we can speak and act and perceive from and as this transparency, this effortlessness. live it, explore it. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure you unmute your mic.
Hey, Magdi, it's Frank. I
Hello,
got a
Frank.
question.
Yes, Frank.
Hey, yeah, I don't want to be on camera because I don't want to distract you guys. I'm driving, but I'm very safe.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, my question is, so I'm noticing that the body-mind mechanism gets caught up. It's funny that you brought this up tonight about, you were talking about, who gets hurt, and that identity that gets hurt. And in my case, I get hurt and then I hold resentments in and then I shut people out. And then I try to fix it. Then I make amends. It's always like this circle thing where I just keep going around with people and stuff. And I just, so I was going to ask, I thought about this today during the day. Like I was going to ask you, how important is it to, because I've sort of gotten into the habit of asking people for, for forgiveness, or if I make a mistake, I say, I'm sorry. I just apologize for a lot of things. And it's a good thing for the body mind. It feels relieved when there's an apology and the person accepts the apology or whatever. But the other side of it is too, that body mind gets hurt by what people do. And then he doesn't get an apology and then he gets hurt and he gets mad and wants to get back at them. And then, so the body mind just spends a lot of time trying to fix all these things. And how important is it in your mind and from your point of view, how important is it to fix these little body mind issues with people, with conflict and all this other stuff? Is it even worth looking at, or do I just keep going back to the true self, which is none of this is even bothering it? The true self doesn't get bothered by anything. What do you think about that?
Right. So you deal with whatever comes up. If something doesn't come up, you don't need to go looking for it in order to deal with it. So let's say acted, in the past in a way that maybe was not very harmonious, or maybe even may have been hurtful to somebody or to others. And we all have. Let's say, speaking for myself, okay. It's important to understand that we don't have an intention, a personal intention to hurt anybody or to act in disharmonious ways. Rather, we are, let's say, under the spell of thoughts that arise to us, thoughts and feelings that arise to us, and there may be some thoughts that are powerful, and they lead us to act in ways that are not very harmonious. But we don't choose our thoughts. So given that we don't choose our thoughts, although at some point we develop the capacity to discern and to say no to certain thoughts and yes to others, irrespective of that, we do not choose our thoughts. So the person that hurt somebody else did not choose to hurt somebody else. So you don't need to go back in the past and find all the hurtful way that you've acted and ask for forgiveness. On the other hand, if it does arise to you that, oh my God, I really was, you realize that you were incorrect, in judging, or maybe even if you were correct in judging, it arises to you that by judging this or that person, you've hurt them. If that arises to you, and you have the opportunity to say, hey, John or Bill or Mary, hey, look, this is Frank, how are you doing? I'm sorry, Yeah, it's so if the opportunity arises, then I think it's appropriate to say, you know what, sometimes I act in certain ways, that are impulsive, and I think maybe I hurt you a couple of weeks ago, and really sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I think there is room for that. It's not a mission. It's not necessary. But if it arises for you without you going looking for it, and you have the opportunity to express, express it more gentle and more understanding and more loving expression, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and I guess it's important to realize too that because I've been thinking about this lately, that it's not good to make too much of a big deal out of what goes on in this world, right? I mean, there are things you have to keep an eye on, but don't make too much of it, right? Because it's just it's kind of in a world of illusion in a way, right? It is a world of illusion.
Yes, and yet in this moment, in every moment you have, or you may have, certain be presented with certain situation that you need to address, or that is addressing you and you're responding to it. So you have the possibility within this moment to respond from a place of understanding, from a place of love, from an open place, and not from a judgmental or from a defensive or aggressive place. And yes, that is important, because quality of life and the peace of being is how we live it moment by moment, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, it doesn't, it's all illusion. It's, reality is constant. Yeah. This is illusion, so screw it all, and screw you.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that, or I didn't mean to be, snarky about anything. Just treat things with respect. Everything is worthy of respect. But not to let's say if somebody says something to me that's kind of on the mean side, I don't think I should make too much of it, as in the sense that It's
Oh,
just not, it's just not that, at the end of the day, it's really not that important. It doesn't really hurt the core me. But
yeah.
I tend to, my body mind does take it very seriously. This is
Uh-huh.
what I'm trying to,
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
guess, I want to keep letting go of, I want to keep letting go of
Right.
that.
Well, the the biggest insult, I mean, the insult that is being made to you is being made about your image. So, in other words, I
Yeah.
don't know you. I don't know you, meaning I don't know myself, because you are my very self. You are the same consciousness that I am. I don't know you
Mhm.
because I don't know myself. As soon as I know myself, I know you, because I'm knowing myself, not knowing a story. If I know myself as Megdi, then I don't know you. You are somebody else. You're Frank, and I don't know you. Knowing myself means knowing my true self, the only reality. There's only one self. There are infinite body minds, infinite thoughts. Even in the past 4 minutes, you had infinite thoughts and infinite sensations, and your body is changing minute by minute, but you don't realize it because it's at an atomic level. You only realize it after 20 years. You say, "Oh my God, this is me 20 years ago," but you don't realize that, in fact, the form is constantly changing. So, uh, in terms of what you truly are, what you truly are is what everybody is and everything is. So when and being that we are the same self, it's not possible for the self to hate the self or to say, oh, you're the bad self, I'm the good self. So it's not possible at the level of reality to be insulted. And yet we get insulted. What is it
Yep.
that gets insulted? It has to be some target. There is a target. When you throw an arrow, it hits a target, right? Because if there is no target, the arrow, is just a piece of wood flying in the air, and it
Yeah.
falls wherever it falls. But when there is a target, then it's ouch, there's a target.
Yeah.
So what is the target? You say, I am the target. I. What is this I that is the target? Me, Magdi, the good guy, the this, the that, you have to honor me, respect me, blah, 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 blah. But these are all stories that I carry around what? They carry around my illusion, my story, my hopes, my regrets, so I'm living in the past. I'm carrying with me a carcass, a, a,
Yep.
a
I guess.
carcass.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh, there's this joke. There's this joke. So this guy tells his wife, "I'm going to go play golf. 18-hole golf. I'm going to go and play with my friend Joey." And so he goes early in the morning, and I'll be back for lunch. So he said, "Okay." So he goes golfing. Lunchtime, she cooked dinner and lunch and everything for him, but he hasn't shown up yet. 2, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. At the end of the day, like maybe 6, 7 p.m., he shows up and he's like totally exhausted, huffing and puffing. So she doesn't, what happened? You were going to play golf with Joey and come back for lunch. I have lunch ready for you. So he tells her, can you imagine at the first hole, and I hit the ball. It's a beautiful drive. And then Joey, as he was about to hit the ball, he drops dead. And from then on, it was hit the ball, pull Joey, hit the ball, pull Joey. So we are carrying a carcass. We are carrying with us Joey, we are carrying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to
So.
realize, Frank, that you are not Frank. You are not Frank. Frank
Mhm.
is the name of the body, and you are managing the body. You take care of Frank, and of course you take care of your relationships, and Frank's relationships with your parents, your friends, your mom, your neighbors, etc., your people at work. So you are the manager of Frank in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Like if somebody's insulting Frank, they're not insulting you. They just don't like Frank. So not everybody's supposed to like Frank, you know?
Yeah.
It's not possible. Like when you are going to looking to buy a house or a car, you don't like all the car. You don't like all the cars. Somebody likes Volkswagen, but you like maybe, I don't know, a Mercedes or a Honda or whatever, you know. It's not possible for everybody to like Frank. So I have no problem with people not liking Megdi. Because
Yep.
Megdi, you know, is not what I am. You know, Megdi,
Yeah.
some people are conditioned, you know, differently. They like people who are more quiet, or they like people who are more active, or they like people who look more like them. I don't know, you know, it's so, but it doesn't matter. At that level, it doesn't matter if people are not acknowledging in a positive way the body
Yeah.
called Frank, you know.
Yeah, I've had the experience many times where people have, you know, not gotten me, let's say, and I, like as we just say, he doesn't get me or she doesn't get me, and it didn't bother me at all. It's just certain people, it does bother me. I don't know why. I know it's something to do with me internally. Like maybe I have some kind of, maybe I'm believing what I think they think about me and stuff. Maybe that's what hurts me, is I'm believing it. But anyway, I know this is a lot of psychology stuff going on, but
No,
I just wanted to know how. This is good, right?
That's
Good to talk
important.
about, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, you have to pay attention to what maybe something that you want. You may have some agenda. The agenda is that you're accepted or you're loved. It's something.
Yeah.
When we are completely open, then we don't know. The door is open. Somebody may come in. It could be the mailman or it could be the neighbor. We don't know. So we are open. There is no condition. I don't have an expectation from you or from anybody, but here I am in the relationship meaning in this moment of presence, listening, sharing, and noticing what's appearing, saying, okay, well, you know, there is a judgmental thought appearing. Okay, so I look at it and interesting. I'm judging, meaning I want things to be different. I want Frank to be different, you see. So when I'm hurt, it's because I have some expectation. There is something that I'm protecting, or I want something to be approached in a certain way. I want you to approach me in a certain way. Now,
yeah, Maggie, about that, it's funny you bringing that up, because I was thinking today about judgments, because I sometimes will walk into a room and just automatically will be judging this person. And I'm not I used to be a lot worse than this, because I've been working on this for a lot of years. But I still have these judgments that come up, and I don't like these judgments.
Yeah.
And I say to myself, and then I wonder, like, should I just let it be, knowing that it's just part of this dream world, or do I try to change it?
No, you don't let it be, nor do you change it. So when you notice a judgment, there is an opportunity for you to take a look within yourself. You take a look. The look is, it varies, you know, but it's something along those lines that, okay, I have some inner assumption, inner condition. I have some inner condition, inner judgment. I have some inner expectation. And this inner expectation, or this inner condition that I have, is the sense of limitation, is the sense of separation. So I am separating myself in this moment, meaning I am not loving. I am not truly what I am, you know. You have to sort of see if that fits for you, but it fits for me, that I'm not truly what I truly am. I'm coming here with a certain condition, and there is no peace in that, because I have to maintain a position and I'm hopefully the other person will fit within my position, then I'm happy, or will not fit within my position, and then I'm unhappy. Also, I don't like anybody to do this to me. I mean, I would rather nobody judges me. I would rather people meet me as, without judgment, just hello, how are you, something like that. Also, notice that you don't need to repeat the past. Even if you have good reason to be judgmental from the past, you can see how it is right now without you repeating the past. It's an exploration. Say, okay, is it possible to just be? To be. So there is an inner work that's available to you to, let's say, heal the sense of separation. Because when I am judging you, this judgment is in the entire space. It's not like, oh, it's just inside my head. It's not like that. It's actually in the space of awareness, judging. And, they say sometimes there are people who study body language, and they say, okay, there are experts, and they say, all right, when you look at somebody, you say hello and you look down, it's not a real hello. There is something in your mind about that other person. So there are subtle body language that is also expressing our inner state, and it's toxic. It's toxic not just for you, but it's toxic in the entire space. Also, you don't connect with your freedom when you are living with this judgments as somebody, him and her, and him I like it, her I don't like. You're maintaining yourself. You're maintaining the story of yourself. You're not experiencing your freedom, we say. And why not experience your freedom? Why not? Why continue like the old typewriter, continue typing non-stop, it's exhausting, So there is an exploration that's available to you. And to say, oh, it's just illusion, it doesn't matter, that's not the right direction. You have to address it. Why? Because it's arising to you. If it's arising to you and you don't address it, you say, oh, it's just illusion. You are staying on the surface of the understanding. Yes, it is illusion, but you have to look at it and explore it and contemplate it so that this illusion no longer arises. Why? It's an unhappy illusion. It's a miserable illusion. And yes, of course, you could say the whole world is illusion, but heck, look how we are destroying everything. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but there is a lot of disharmony. Yes, it is illusion, but it's not a happy illusion. Like in your dream, you dream a lion is chasing you. Yes, it is illusion. But if you are dreaming that you are hanging out at the beach, that's a better illusion. So enjoy happy dreams, And to enjoy the happy dreams, you have to confront those aspects of yourself that arise and you have to confront meaning. You have to take a look at that and not feed, not continue in that direction.
Yeah, Magdi, what I was talking about too is like when I get these thoughts, I know, first of all, I know I don't create these thoughts that are coming up. They're an appearance, and I no longer believe in them. I no longer believe these thoughts. So but I used to try to really change it on my own, like try to like change my thinking and all that. And that's the question I was asking you. I no longer give them any validity, but do I do anything? Do I actively try to get rid of them? Or do I just see them and just, okay, let them go, and just kind of like let them go, right?
No, you cannot get rid of them. They're there, but
Yeah.
And you don't give them much importance. That's good. Just don't act upon them. Don't.
Right. Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then
I hear you.
yeah, you remain like the sky is with the clouds,
Yeah. No, and I do exactly what you were talking about. I just sort of like, I go, no, that's not where I want to go. So I let it go. I mean, regardless of who is standing in front of me, I just go, no, I don't want to go that way. I'm just gonna, so I kind of let them fly. But I still think part of me says, oh, I shouldn't even be thinking these thoughts. I shouldn't even be having them. But I think that the idea is to just like let them come up and then just kind of let them sort of fly by like a bird almost, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that a good way to look at it, you think?
Yes, it is. But the thought, I shouldn't be thinking these thoughts.
Yeah.
That thought is a trickster, because
another thought.
Because you are not thinking, yes, another thought, and this is another thought, and you are not thinking these thoughts. These thoughts are appearing to you. And
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
You are deciding that, okay, yeah, I'm not going to act upon these thoughts because your thoughts are not sweet, are not.
So I think I'm taking ownership of these thoughts as if they were mine, and I think that's the part of me that it needs to keep melting away. Like it's not, because there's really nobody there to really even grab onto those thoughts, right?
Right. The thoughts are not yours as Frank, but they are yours as consciousness.
Oh yeah, that's consciousness. Okay.
So consciousness, and the thoughts arise of, oh goodness, this person, I really don't like this person. Okay. So obviously, it's not the body mind named Frank that is generating the thought. Consciousness is generating the thought, and consciousness also says, yeah, that's not an interesting thought. Discard, delete.
Yeah.
And you as consciousness, you are the delete button. You can, you say, nah, I'm not going to. I'm not going
there. Yeah. Thanks, Maggie. I got one more quick question, if you don't mind. Otherwise, I can just let other people come in. Okay. So my other question is, I noticed that the body mind. So I'm identifying more and more as consciousness, which I really like. But that body mind part of me, there's a big part of me, a big part of that body mind that doesn't want to let go of this world as it is, because it still gets a lot of pleasure out of the body, all these sensual pleasures and everything. How do I get away from that? How do I consciousness feel more like let go of that desire, or I don't know if I want to get rid of the desire, or do I just transform it? I don't know.
There is a difference between enjoyment and dependency or attachment. You can enjoy, which is a celebration. You can enjoy a certain meal, a certain restaurant, going for a walk in a certain park. You can enjoy company of certain friends, but enjoyment cannot be at the expense of your freedom. In other words, I must have this or else, When I must have this or else, it's no longer an enjoyment, it's more a dependency. Your happiness depends on the experience. So the idea is not to get rid of the world, body, mind, but world, body, mind is our experience. So we enjoy that. We enjoy the body, we enjoy our thoughts, our creative thinking, our artistic thinking. We enjoy the world, going for walks, traveling, swimming, whatever. Now, the thing is to be clear that happiness is not the result of anything. Happiness is consciousness. The fulfillment of being consciousness is lacking nothing. Now, that understanding is important. As you, consciousness, you're lacking nothing. You have to come to the sense of that you are already the peace of being, the freedom, the joy, not the body. The body is what it is, whatever. Talking about you consciousness. You already are the peace and happiness. But as the body, the body, Frank, may like exercising, may like cooking, may like traveling, may like going to concerts, may like being with sweet friends and enjoying some discussion together, whatever, So everybody mind is different, and so you can enjoy that, and it's a celebration. So life is practical. There are practical activities, and we do the practical activities without hurting anybody. And also,
so there's a fear. Sorry, there's a fear of loss, fear of a sense of loss, I guess. And I guess that's because I'm still identifying too much with the body mind, I believe. So I think that's the more I identify with consciousness as consciousness, I think maybe that'll go away. I don't know.
Yes,
it
will. Yeah. At the same time, you can come to some understanding. For example, about possession, or the verb to have, I have. In fact, the verb I have is a wrong verb, because there is no such thing as having. The sages, they don't say contemplate, I have. They say contemplate, I am. To have, to possess, to gain and loss. Gain and loss are illusion, because in God's kingdom, there is nothing that is augmented or diminished. There is nothing lacking. There is nothing that God says, oh, geez, I wish I had, I need to hold on to this, for another 50 million years before. No, that's just the incorrect thinking, the incorrect belief that I am a separate self and I am fulfilled by ... fill in the blanks. I'm fulfilled by having a nice car, having a good friend, having a house, having blah, blah. No, it's not like that. The more you live like that, the more you perceive that sense of separation. The more you live like, I need to have this and that and that, the more you will believe and you will feel that is true. I will not be happy without this and that. Notice the following, Frank. Everything that appears to you dissolves in the space. It appears and dissolves in the space. Every perception, every sensation, every thought, every event appears and disappears moment by moment. That which does not appear and disappear is not your car or your bank account or your friends, or that which does not appear or disappear is awareness. Consciousness is I. It's not an object. It's not an object. All objects are in constant state of transformation and change. That which is eternal is I, consciousness. So you need to recognize that very, very, very clearly, and that which I am is not an object that can become bigger or better if I have more things, or I have more experiences, or what things like that. At the same time, having said that, you can enjoy life, but life is a flow. It's a flow. If you build a dam, then you build a lot of water, but everybody downstream from the dam is very upset, and they want to come and they want to break your dam. You see, so but how the river flows? There is no dam. You see, dam is because I want my power. You see, but when you want your power and you build a dam, then the flow of life is affected by that, by your desire, by your holding on, by your sense of I'm going to lose, you see, if I need to hold on to this or else, you see. You have to see the flip side of attachment. The flip side of attachment is misery, you see. And misery for yourself is also misery for everybody. It's never for yourself only, everybody else is happy. No, it's the misery of everybody, you see. So be the flow, yeah, be the flow. Enjoy, you know, when the water flows, it irrigates your property, and all the harvest grows because the water is a flow. So enjoy the flow, recognize the flow, honor the flow, respect the flow, and understand that the flow is feeding everybody, and there is no lack in God's kingdom. Only the lack is in my sense of separation, my belief that I am the mortal body mind or a mortal body mind, that I am Frank.
Good. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Nice talking to you. Any questions? Hello, Jared?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. I think I have no question for today. I just enjoying sitting and
wonderful.
being with you.
Yes, yes, lovely to see
Thank
you. Yes.
Yeah, same.
Thank you.
So maybe I ask question, but this is like not like relate the present like thing which I am like have some struggle or something. It's like maybe something from the past, because I like when you talk, you use this metaphor maybe like from Christian tradition, like there is no lack in the kingdom of God.
Yes.
That when we like see we are the conscious aspect, like the space, the nothingness, but the nothingness, because it's like we have there is no attachment. We are like everything, and this is the big liberation. But also, as you say, there is the relative, also some still relative aspect, and it needs some care. The relative need the care of the conscious, of the absolute. I think we can't like deny this aspect. But just it's like the play. Okay, but there is not my question for this. The question is like because of the Christian, you know, in Poland, because I am from Poland. Okay, I feel something else, someone else now.
Sure.
Hello?
Let me see.
Maybe some child.
Yes, it's okay now. No?
Okay. So I want to ask, because we have like in Poland some in church some prayer after the Eucharist. I not this when you take the Holy like
Yes,
I
yes.
know the bread of
Yes.
you know
Yes.
this ritual.
Yes, yes.
And there is some prayer to this this we have the angels like figure like and there is the big one Michael
Yes.
Angel and I was like for the some time like in some not comfortable about this prayer, because in this prayer there is some statement, and please Michael Angel put the like the evil the devil into hell, like this is I think maybe you heard this prayer. This is old prayer like from the 12th century.
Yes.
And it for me was while we are praying, like we invoke this, we are like, remember oh there is the evil, and we need to like prayer and wanted to put the bad stuff to the like hell, like and in this understanding like we are the oldest space, and it, for me it's like why we divide, and we wanted to put some part like go
Yeah.
away
Yeah.
more and for me
Right.
and some priests they told me that it's like it's not like in the people that but we need to be like aware that there is evil like evil like and because it tell us that the evil want to like the Lucifer want to not to be known, like the big illusion from him is to not to recognize like there is.
Mhm.
So we need to be like aware that is good and the bad. So in this Poland, like after mass, this is the remembering about this, and it was I had some like maybe I from me it wanted to some changing like rearrangement of this
Yes.
part, but I know that if the priest which like now is in this church, it still be this part. So like I accept, and I don't have now any problem, but I was thinking that this would be good occasion to talk about this with you now.
Yes.
So maybe yeah. So what's your thought about this?
Yes. All the religions, Jared, they start with the awakening of the sages. You know, all religions, they start from the direct knowingness of consciousness, the awakened mind, and then the religion, it becomes more and more interpretation. There is more and more interpretation. And the further away you go from the teaching of the sage, the more you have many concepts and many interpretations. In the teaching, we speak of ignorance. We don't speak of evil, good and bad. We speak of ignorance. We speak of understanding and ignorance. So ignorance refers to the sense of separation, the belief that separation is real, that consciousness is personal. So as soon as we go into ignorance, then consciousness is the result of the body-mind or the result of the brain, or is connected to the body-mind. And now we have a good consciousness, a better consciousness, a improving consciousness, etc. We go into the spectrum of great consciousness to a corrupt consciousness. But it's a complete misunderstanding. It's a complete misunderstanding about consciousness. Now, we say there are evil people and less evil people and good people, and there is evil action and evil thinking, less evil action, less evil thinking, and non-evil action, non-evil thinking. In fact, all thought and all action is the same. It's the same. It's like in the sky, you have a cloud, many clouds. Some clouds are very clear, light blue. Some clouds are white, puffy white, and some clouds gray clouds, you see. So we say, oh, the good cloud is blue, the blue cloud, and the white cloud is okay, but the dark cloud is is evil because it makes thunder and rain, you see. But all of that is mind. It's a incorrect
judgment. Judgment.
Yes, it's the realm of the conceptual realm, the realm of division and classification. But the belief, then we believe, oh, this is good and this is bad. So we can say, yes, to steal something is not good, it's bad. And to be generous and to be kind is good. Yes, we understand that. But to believe that there is good people and bad people, that's not true, because the action that you do is a result of thoughts. For example, you think, I want to invite my friends to dinner. Yes? So you cook, and you buy a nice bottle of wine, you invite your friends to dinner. Everybody has a beautiful time. But the thought, I want to invite my friends to dinner, is not, you did not make this thought. You did not fabricate this thought. You did not choose the thought. This thought appeared to you. So because the thought appeared to you, you are not a good person, because you are the same person. Another thought may appear to you. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm never going to invite anybody to dinner. And then you close your door with a key, and you don't invite anybody, you see. Then that says, oh, you are a bad person. No, because you did not choose the thought that appeared to you that says, I don't want to talk to anybody, is appeared to you, you see. So doesn't make you a bad person, no. So you need to understand that there are a variety of thoughts that arise. Also, the entire creativity, God's creativity is infinite. But at some time in our life, we come to realize that there is another choice besides following the thought. And the choice is to first find out who is making the choice, who is choosing. Because a thought arises to you and you say, yes, I'm not going to call anybody. Or you say, yes, I'm going to invite my friends. Who is making who is choosing? So the entire religions, all the religions, they are about realizing your true nature, or the reality, or the Father. The Father and the Son are one. It says, my Father and I are one. I think maybe Jesus said that, or some in the Christianity, who is the Father? That's the Father. It's not the sperm, and is not my father. The father is what we what the religion, what the heart of the religion is about, realizing the Father. And in the Father, in God's kingdom, there is no good and bad. It's only in man's mind, in the human mind, that there is good and bad. And of course, I am good and you are bad, you see. Or in general, we are good and they are bad. Okay? This is how.
Don't worry, I can take this role.
Yeah. So in God's mind, it's all love. God's mind is not judgmental, is all love. And then you look at the world, you say, oh, why is the lion, he is eating the rabbit? Why? If God is love, why is the lion eating the rabbit? You see, so you start to think. I mean, I don't understand, because God is love. So why? So you start to think, because if the lion is not eating the rabbit, you will not think. You will continue, but you will continue in your ignorance, because we have ignorance. The ignorance we have is, I am Magdi and you are your head. That's ignorance. The reality is, I am you, you are me. I am you, you are me. One, we are the one consciousness, not the two. We're not two. So when I see the lion eating the rabbit, I say, there's a problem. There's a problem. So I start to think. Why is the lion eating the rabbit? Because God created the lion and created the rabbit. Yes? So God created the rabbit, the lion, and the rabbit. So why are they eating each other? I start to think. Then I understand, wait a minute. If God created the lion, then the lion is God. If God created the rabbit, then the rabbit is God. And the lion is eating the rabbit, God is eating God. Oh, it must be a joke.
Yes, but it underway the God created also you. So when you see the rabbit, you can say that you are eating as the lion. You are eating as the rabbit, and the rabbit is eaten.
Yes, I am.
Eaten.
Yes, I am.
And it's very
Yeah, I am the lion and I am the rabbit, because if God created this body mind, then this body mind must be God. If God created the rain, then the rain must be God. If God created the birds, then the birds must be God. So yes, I am everything.
Also, and you are as the response of Magdi response for all the situation. If it's happening,
what do you mean response
for the seeing. No, not the responsible, but response of the situation that the lion is like eating. For example, this rabbit. It can be some response, like you want to maybe some help or go away or whatever. Yeah. It's like, or the story is in this moment.
Yes. No. What I was trying to is that the creation, the creation. What you started with good and bad. In the creation, there is just a creation. There isn't a good and bad. But in the creation, it makes us to contemplate.
But sorry that interrupt you, but for you, it's like it's any how to say goal for the unfoldment of this mystery, like the goal that it can go in better or worse direction, or that it doesn't. That it doesn't matter.
The goal is not in the realm of the manifestation. The goal is in the realm of the unmanifest.
Okay.
In the realm of manifestation, it's just manifestation: rain, sunshine, orange tree, oranges on the tree. Boom! No more oranges on the tree. Then the rain, and then another orange, and then the tree falls down. In the realm of manifestation, it's just manifestation. But the manifestation, because of awareness that I am and I am aware, the manifestation is a reflection, is a sort of like in a way some sort of mirror. Then I'm looking in the mirror and I say, okay, well, you know, am I the mirror or am I the image? You see, I am the mirror, and there is the image. What am I? Am I the mirror or am I the image? So it starts a process of inquiry, of investigation, and if the investigation is done in the right direction, in the right manner, then the investigation leads to the understanding.
Okay, so for like the understanding like liberate us for wanting to control this, like.
Well, the understanding liberates you in the sense that it reveals to you your freedom. It reveals to you your true nature. And in a way, you could say it liberates you from misery, but in the same time, it's not correct, 100% correct to say that, because there is no separate self to be liberated. I would like to say instead that the understanding reveals to you that all the misery, all the unhappiness, all the sense of lack, all the sense of separation is illusion. Not just it reveals it to you, it dissolves it. It's like the sun, when the sun shines in the morning on the lake, there is the mist, you know, the fog from the night, the moisture. It makes the fog on top of the lake. But then when the sun shines, then after a little while, then the lake is a clarity. It's no more fog. It's just a beautiful lake. And the sun shines on the lake, you see. So, yes, there is no personal self to be liberated, because God has not made any separate self. He did not make separate self. The separate self is an illusion, you see. And liberation is more of an understanding rather than actual liberation. It's an understanding. And the understanding, not just conceptual understanding, but an understanding that permeates your entire being, your entire life, the entire universe.
Yes, I agree. So if I hear you correct, Magdi, you said that this the motion of like good and evil, like it's not correct one. It is some way of seeing, but we can see that like life is like living our bodies, and it's like put thought in each body mind, and it's not our like we have like the thought is like incepted, and when somebody behave good or bad, it's not his choice, this body choice. Like it's like
it's
we have some.
It's an impersonal. All actions in the world are impersonal. It is the universe acting.
Yes. So this scene like brings the compassion. Like we have like the compassion. So like okay, so somebody is like blessed to have like this like nice thought or some inspiration, and other have some depressive thought. But it's not this doing. So we don't like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You say, I think you say like in this motion, and even in Christian like story, there is story that there was the paradise, and we fall from the paradise, the body mind, the people, when we like start to like have knowledge and judge, and I think it's connected to this understanding.
Yes.
Because when
we fall out from paradise with the thought, I am the body mind, I am Megdi, I am somebody. As soon as that thought arises, we fall out of paradise. And then we are, I am good, you're bad, or I'm bad, you're good, etc.
Yes, because but I must, to be honest, that I'm still like, when I listen from a long time this non-dual teaching, or some I am like this body, like this have longing for this, to be with, to this like spiritual stuff, let's say. But like I also like, maybe as you, as Jarek, want to like delicious eating, like some food. And for example, this evening, I eat like maybe too much, and I feel bad about this. And I am like, why such like irritable, like not like to say narcissistic, like little thought happened, like this is like present. Why I'm like, okay, I feel some pain like in my stomach, but I can like put attention, like I can notice that I put some problem about this, and even as I still talking now, I still like put problematic, and I have question for you. You still like Magdi, like you have like some thought for you? Oh, I eat too much today, or something like you.
Yes.
There is still like.
Oh yes, because if the body tells you, Magdi, it's too much or too late, So the body tells you. So yes, you perceive that. So you hear that. You can sense that, but you don't need to go into self-judgment. No, you don't need to. You can make a note. A learning. It's a learning. Okay. Like a baby is crying, maybe because they need you to carry them. So you hear, you learn, okay, or they need some food. So it's the same thing. It's like your car. You drive your car, and the car goes. You don't say, I was a very bad. I'm a very bad owner of the car, or no. You learn. I need to check the tire. The air in the tire. The same thing with the body. Because we are learning. We learn every day. You see, it doesn't matter if you heard 20 times before. No, I'm not happy when you eat too much. I'm not happy. It doesn't matter. Because we learn every moment, every day. Possibility. There is a possibility of learning every day. So in this moment.
Yes. Sorry, I have to, because yes. I when I go like inside, why it's happened is because I have some like the relative ego structure. Oh, I want to be healthy, so I want to like good diet. But when I eat this maybe too much delicious some kind of food, it's not like I feel like not integrate, like being like to say consistent with this goal, but in relative way, and that's why I think happening.
Yes.
But I don't think that it's bad to have some like goal to have good diet, for example.
No. I think it's important in the diet to eat healthy, not to hurt, not to eat. I encourage vegetarian diet, not to eat animals, and also to learn about eating healthy, as lots of more raw, some more salad and more tomatoes and cucumbers and celery, etc., and to also not to eat too much oily food, heavy food, and to not to eat
for me. So for me was today too much cheese on my.
Cheese. Cheese is very heavy. It's very heavy to digest with cheese. There are some really delicious cheeses, but I think you have to be careful just to take out a small piece of cheese, when you are having it with a little wine or something. But it's very heavy for the body to consume that. Plus, I think in the old days, the cattle, the dairy was more. I don't know in Poland how it is, but in the States here, there's a lot of mass farming, and so the dairy is not like the same quality dairy that it was in the past. You know, I like cheese myself, but I'm careful, you know, not to be watchful with that. It's a little heavy, you know, for the body, you know.
Yeah. So thank you for hearing my pain. So you're telling me also, like, don't worry about this like praying, and this is like the religion. So the like when we see like it's just happening, and don't buy with this all dividing like area, like just when you like connected to you, it's not natural to wanting to behave like proper. You don't need to like at front put some like to say like structure for how to behave. This maybe some natural.
You know, the behavior that is inspired by truth, by love, by not by the thinking, but that behavior that arises out of your understanding, not out of believing. That's a different type of behavior. So what is important is the understanding, and the understanding about your true nature, understanding about truth, not understanding about religion or something.
Yes, you connect, because when we are like in this space, but I can say that I don't feel bad. This is like the space, and in the space can like it can be anything, but it's not like, oh, I am in this body. It's like to say.
Yeah,
it's difficult to say, but this freedom is freedom.
Yes.
Freedom.
So your freedom is very beautiful. So in your relationship, in your actions, in your behavior, you honor your freedom, and you honor everybody's freedom equally to your freedom. You see, so then in relationship, you are enjoying your freedom, and you are honoring the other person's freedom. So it's a more of a dynamic, you know, a process that's of course arising from your understanding about happiness. That happiness is not personal. It is a happiness of being, and everybody is being. Everybody is that has a right to that happiness, and is that happiness, whether they know it or not. You know, but you live in honoring everybody's God-given happiness and God-given freedom.
Yes. Thank you. Enough from this side.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, Jared. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay, well, if there are no other questions, then very lovely to be with you. Thank you all. Charlie and Mina,
Thank you, Magdi. Thank you.
Jared, Grace, Karen, Andrew, hey Andrew, Rahul, hey Frank,
Thank you,
yes,
Magdi.
Gloriana, hola Gloriana, hey George,
Hola, Maggie.
yes, hola, nice haircut George,
Thank you, Magdi.
Holger, Amna, Loamna, and Kelly,
Thank you,
John,
Magdi.
and John, yes, Pauline, hello Pauline, Desmond, and Peter, and Kelly. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Maggie.
Thank you.
Kelly.
Thank you, Magdi.
Thank you, Magdi.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hi,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank
Namaste.
you.
Thank you all.